Are you in the mood for a rail-based shooter? I forgot to mention, you get to drive a tank. If you answered yes, check out my review of ShapeShooter coming up next on Mumbles. Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today we are looking at an odd little shooter on rails called ShapeShooter. It was an interesting little game. I was really drawn to it because of the pretty graphics that it has. So let's jump straight into the description of this game. ShapeShooter is literally an on-rail shooter. You have to clear colonies across 4 planets from little creatures infestations called polygoners. But that's not important. You'll not get a story here. You'll get frantic action, insane music, and a super hard challenge. I should have known right then when I read this what this game is going to be. But guys, if you are still interested in this game, it is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam for $4.99. On to the gameplay section. But before we get into that gameplay section, I do have to ask, please subscribe. And thank you guys all so much for the support. You're amazing. On to the gameplay. So I knew going into this game not to expect a whole lot, but man, it really isn't much. You literally drive a tank on rails, and the goal is to shoot various shapes. Now, there are 2 different colors of shapes, purple and orange. You have corresponding color bullets that can only be used to take out those colors. So when an orange enemy approaches, you have to shoot them with the orange bullets. When the purple enemy approaches, you have to shoot them with the purple bullets. Now, as you go through, you will be able to upgrade your tank with various upgrades and also get different kinds of bullets to shoot. Now, these bullets can do various things, but for the most part, when you do get these various bullets, you will only get so many of them, so you need to use them wisely. Now, along the way, you will be faced with these polygoners. You'll have to fight these shapes. They'll be thrown at you from all different angles, and you must be precise with your tank shots in order to ensure that you get a good shot so that the game doesn't decide, hey, I'm going to take that guy out. If you don't shoot accurately, you're done for. And that's the gameplay. That is the gameplay 100%. We're going to move on to the con section. The first con is that the difficulty is wildly inconsistent. I can respect a game that is hard all the way through. I can respect a game that is easy all the way through. What I cannot respect is when a game decides, hey, this part of the level is going to be extremely easy. The next part will be so hard he's going to rip his hair out. Oh, let's make him traverse both parts of those levels. I hate that. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So my first con is that it is wildly inconsistent. And on the second con that we have, it is extremely repetitive. A lot of these rage type games, the one thing that I can say about them is each area they try to be a little bit different because they don't want the character or the player in this case to catch on to what's going on so that they can just breeze through the game because they memorize this one section. We'll show them that section 15 times to the rest of the game. They don't usually do that. They change things up. This game didn't change things up. It pretty much did the whole thing the entire way through the game. So now we come to my score section, and as you can probably guess already, it's not going to get the greatest score in the world. I went into this game mainly, like I said, because of the colors, the graphics. It looked pretty. My eyes were drawn to it. I thought, man, if they did this much job with making it bright and colorful, they had to be watching a MumblesVideos review. Let's give them a chance. But unfortunately, I don't care that it doesn't have a story. What I do care about is the fact that it is so repetitive. That literally killed the game for me. I can even deal with wildly inconsistent difficulty, but what I can't and what I don't like is super duper 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 repetitive levels. It gets boring. It gets to the point where you're like, why did I buy this? So on today's episode of Mumbles, I'm going to tell you not to buy it, and I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 on today's Mumbles review. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of ShapeShooter. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.